Hello everyone, this is Seven here and I will be showing you the essential guide to building your first model kit. Now, building a model kit, depending on the scale, be it 1 to 144, 1 to 100, 160, 172, there's always going to be some complications whether it's your first kit or not. And if you're a beginner, this is the perfect video for you. I'm going to be showing you on the rundown on what to do for a model kit if you want to build it. Now, let's start off with the basic steps. Also, this episode will probably be in parts, not parts, rather this series, due to the fact that there's a lot to cover. Alright, let's start. Now, once you've opened your box of model kit, or your model kit's box, you can see it will contain a plastic bag with a large sheet of where the parts will be. Those are called runners. And those runners contain the parts for basically a specific part of the model kit you'll be building. For a battleship, it might be the hull, some guns, I don't know. But for Gunpla, it may contain some parts for the arm and for the leg. Now, the difference here is that Gundam model kits, the usual A runners are multicolored, while other model kits like Tamiya and I don't know, I guess Tamiya is the only one. Oh wait, like Tamiya and Kotobukiya, if you don't know how it's pronounced. Tamiya has probably just a single color runner. Also, the runners can be called sheets, truce. I meant trees. I meant trees. Oh. This is gonna be a fun video. Alright, let's get serious. Once you've opened those bags and you get all the runners, you should not forget to not take the instructions out. I mean, seriously. If you're kind of stupid if you're gonna build a model kit without any sort of instructions. That is, unless you've already built the kit and I don't know, you're gonna I don't know, salvage parts from it. Let's say you broke a piece from your Gundam Floros, and my Floros is not in the best of shape right now since he's been through stuff. So let's say you've broken something for Gundam Floros. I've already broken mine. It's not even visible on the camera, but the peg on the Galaxy Cannon, I actually like calling it that. I meant to say hate, but now I like it. The peg for the connector on the Galaxy Cannon has been completely ripped off. And let's say you bought another Gundam Floros kit. Needless to say, for that cannon part, you're not gonna need instructions unless you're building the whole kit again. Yeah, that was pointless for me to show. And once you've built it, or rather will start to build it, these are going to be the necessary tools, so your model kit is basically going to be fine, like a regular action figure that doesn't leave ugly nub marks. Now, I'm going to be taking out my tools from my pocket due to the fact that it's hard to show them all. I actually have 4 necessary tools, and I'm only gonna take out 3 because one's not needed in case you're gonna build a high grade. First off, if you're gonna take them out the runner, sprue, and tree, you're gonna need this plastic nippers. Mine's actually the Mineshima Hobby Tool A1 or A2. I think it's A2. It's actually a pretty good nipper, and so far it's looking good, but yeah, probably won't be obvious on camera, but it's already rusting. But that's not a sign that it's gonna break anytime soon. Next, if you're going to apply some stickers, be it small or large, tweezers. Also, these are also able to be used for smaller pieces, i.e. the or ever the small faceplate on the Barbatos Lupus and this gem, you're gonna need a tweezer to apply to connect that, unless you have tiny hands. The tweezers are for people with bigger than usual hands, and I have a bit of a big hand, so yeah. And the last thing you're gonna be needing for sanding down some nub marks, or rather just sealing a seam line, a file. There are actually many kinds of file, be it the sanding stick, or a much more better sand with higher grit. This one, I'm not sure what the grit is. I literally just bought this along with the others. It is stainless steel. That is a plus. Now, those are all going to be the required stuff. Following those, once you're going to start to build your kit, you will be seeing a few tiny parts you're going to be needing. And this is going to be the problem. On a regular model kit, there's going to be some polycaps. And some examples of model kits that don't have polycaps are first grade, advanced grade. I think both of them actually have polycaps, but the most recent one with no polycaps is the Atlas Gundam from the reviews I've seen. And from my experience, things with no polycaps tend to fall off easily and sag, as you can see with my Roe. I'm barely using any force. I'm barely using any force, and it's already swaying around. It's not showing since, well, actually now it's showing. Look, it's saggy. So the best way to do that is probably seal it up with some super glue. Don't attach the wing part though. You're gonna ruin the posability of the kit. So we've covered that. What's next? Well, next part is the articulation. I'm not gonna be using the Roe for articulation because it's a fiddly kit. The Roe's design is nice, but it's fiddly as F. Sorry for using a swear word. Didn't mean it. I'll just cut that out, probably. Now, for every model kit, depending on its scale or grade, will have some bit of articulation. Like the Lupus. The Lupus also has amazing, by amazing I mean amazing articulation. But be sure to handle these model kits articulation with care. Not handle the kit's articulation. You should handle the kit with care if you're posing it, since I've already broken the Lupus's hip joint and waist joint. I've broken off those pegs. This one, the peg just kinda smalled, just kinda eroded over time by swinging it forward and back too much. This one I broke by bending the waist too far. So yeah, be sure to handle your kits with care while you're posing them, because trust me, it's happened already to me. Okay, so let's put you back there. And once you're done playing around with your model kit, you're pretty much done, honestly. But there is still more. For every model kit, the reason it's called a model kit is because it's gonna be built. And for some people, you can turn it into a custom, or rather your own model kit. For this purpose, I've customized my Grace Custom, piloted by Akihiro Altland, into a much more red version. #Sharazable. And I have created some few weapons for it. This one being, I don't have a name for it just yet, but it's actually a Providence-ish weapon. This one is basically just the Gushyon Rebake Full Cities. I forgot the name of this part, and this is the one that goes on the edge of this part. And this is basically just a cannon for the Build Booster red version. That is actually just a special version in Japan. I don't know why the Philippines has it, but hey, at least I have it. And added bonus is I also have a flight unit for it. And what color I use is the Bosnia Signal Red. It's a really good paint if you're asking me. It has a gloss finish, but it didn't age well. The posability is a bit questionable since, as you can already see, I've gone ahead and swiveled the waist joint and it's already trying to fall apart on me. It's not the top coat's fault, it's more the kit's fault. Basically, this kit I've had for, I don't know, when IBO started. Either way. Now, once you've finished your custom and it's good to go, it's good to be displayed, the best decision to go when you're finished with this is to use some top coat. Now, the reason I'm bringing this in is because top coat will basically have a better finish on your model kit. Now, I am using the top coat I'm currently using is Krylon. Now, this specific top coat has gotten some hate on the internet, but for the most part, I think it's been good. I think it's good. I used it to top coat this guy, and so far there hasn't been any problems. So I don't know what's up with it. Maybe it's just a paint that we're using. I don't know. But it lived up to its name. It dried in 10 minutes. Actually, and I can already smell the cancer. Jabby the Hong joke. So this usually dries in 2 hours, and I left it to dry for 3 just to be sure. The lupus I haven't top coated yet since everyone is gonna smell the cancer. Again, another Jabby the Hong joke. So after that, once you're finished top coating your kit, or rather after you finish painting it and after you finish top coating it, once it's all said and done, your model kit is now ready to be displayed. Now I'm just gonna show my custom kit on the table just in case. Now, if you guys are gonna ask, how is the build booster compatible with an IBO kit? It's not even an HTUC. Well, I went to Matchfest recently, which is at the nearest mall of ours. They recently let us build a free model kit. Yeah, that's how amazing Philippines is. They let us build a free Gundam model kit once in a while. And I was able to build 2 build boosters, red version. And after all was said and done, I was able to the build booster red version came with extra parts, specifically to mount on other kits. I'm currently using that. Since I have 2, I use the other one. I'm using the other one so I can mount it on my custom grays. And here it is now. It's a pretty large kit to be honest, but for the most part I think it turned out pretty good. Now this specific kit is just a grays custom. I already told you guys, but this is the Vertidiger Grays Kampfeinheit, or rather just made it. I don't know how you pronounce it. Either way, the Grays is a really good kit. I really recommend it for those who want to start it, or for those who want to start building Gunpla model kits. I recommend the Grays. It's a very simple build, and it has a lot of articulation. That goes for pretty much all of IBO kits. Now, once it's all said and done, your Gundam model kit is now ready to be displayed proudly on your shelf. And this has been 7 Gunpla builds and unboxings, doing a guide on Gunpla. And note, I am not finished. There will still be more. I just have a 15-minute mark. So, yeah. I hope to see you all guys in the next part, and I will see you all soon in the next video. Bye-bye!